Hello there, my dear and beloved friends. Namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic message from your spirit guides. Today will be another free-flowing message where I'll be taking a look at your situation, clarity, and advice. I would like to mention the fact that I was not planning on giving any more readings for the day, and usually this is when the best readings come out. So, with that being said, this is impromptu on my part, and the three crystals I have for you to select between are group number 1 with this beautiful peacock ore, group number 2 with this beautiful citrine, and group number 3 with this beautiful and interesting colored bloodstone. Without further ado, I will post your timestamps below. Please use your intuition to feel which reading resonates the most with you, and I will be taking the ponytail off my wrist. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you at your reading. Oh, I would also like to mention the fact that I have started my Patreon once again. I've started over with this, and I'll be posting content 3 times a week. So there will be a yoga class, a tarot reading with a more specific title, and also there will be a piece of bonus content every Saturday just for funsies. So, also my new book just came out last week. It's called A Comprehensive Guide to Astrology, and it is literally a comprehensive guide to astrology. It also talks about how to apply the zodiac signs, transits, and planets and everything with different healing modalities that are holistic from all different times in the world. So it goes over Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, even Sumerian astral astrology. There's a little bit of everything in there for everyone. So if you'd like to support me, or you're interested in astrology, or you're a little bookworm like me, go ahead and check it out. I have the link for my Patreon and my book posted below. And if you really want to support me and you don't have much to give, it would really help me if you would go ahead and hit the like button or the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment. You know how YouTube works. So thank you again so much for being here. I'm just glad for the energy exchange, and I'm so grateful for you. Oh my gosh. So namaste. Hi there, group 1. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. If you selected the beautiful peacock ore, then this reading is for you. Peacock ore is a stone of happiness and unconditional love. It helps calm and soothe anxiety, and it also helps to bring abundance in the heart center, in all areas of life, of course, but this helps you to really feel happy and feel abundant and feel calm. And it's a peacock, so it really just stands out from the rest, even in its colors. It's really beautiful. I am filming this at night, so you can't see the colors the best right now, but if you find yourself a piece of peacock ore, or you see peacocks around lately, this is just a sign for you to take things a little more lighthearted, and an emphasis on the energy that stressful times are over. I'm hearing, happy days are here again. So, with that being said, thanks for listening to my rusty ass voice and this not rusty ass peacock ore, and I will stop swearing and get into your reading. Which tarot deck are we using? I didn't even plan this out. I literally just sat down and was like, it's time to do a reading. With the Light Seers Tarot, group 1, I'm going to shuffle 4 times. So I will do right, left. Oh, I saw the 2 of Cups in the Chariot. Right, Death and Rebirth, and left. Okay, can I please get some flying cards? Oh my gosh, for the situation of group 1. That's why. There was definitely a message that wanted to come out for you. Literally, with the 8 of Wands, the Lovers, the Emperor, the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. So this energy, right off the bat, indicates for you, group 1, that you are going to be very quickly receiving some communication in regards to either a choice you have to make, or literally some kind of spiritual union. Now, this doesn't need to be with another person. This can be with your spirit guides, your spirit team. This can even be with a higher evolved version of yourself. There's definitely an emphasis on you raising your vibration and staying in this permanent state. You're coming into a place of cleansed energy. Maybe you have cleared your karma. Maybe you have walked and then unwalked your life karmically to the point where you're now clear, and you're starting to wonder what you have next to do. And really, the world is your oyster. Everything is at your feet. You can manifest anything that you'd like. And we do have 6 and 4, which is 10, and we have 3 and 7, which is 10. And the difference between these, with the 2 of Swords in between, does indicate a decision, again with the Lover's card. So we'll take a look at this. I would like to point out again that there will be some kind of communication coming your way. 8 of Wands indicates 8 weeks, but this could be some kind of gestation period about, yeah, I was just thinking 8 weeks for some reason. So maybe from the beginning or ending of something significant in your life, go ahead and count 8 weeks from there. You will have an intuitive nudge. If not, ignore the timing, because everything is subjective, including time and space. So we, again, taking a look at this 10-10 with the 2 of Swords in between. 10-10 indicates finishing a cycle, but also mirroring energies. But they're mirroring in the sense that both walk the same path at the same time. They're not moving towards each other. So there's 2 different ways to mirror. But the 6 and the 4 indicate that in the present, a lot of being in the present moment, and a lot of being in the past, and then letting there be divine surrender. So there's an indication of, do you want to co-create right now? Do you want to start fresh? Do you want to do something new? Do you want to be a little bit impulsive? Number 4 is Cancerian, but the Emperor is Aries. So do you want to move from the present moment and make your decisions impromptu? Or do you want to think about things first, be rational, take a look at all of your options, lay them out, and follow what you feel the universe has put in front of you? Now, this is co-creation at its finest. There is the fated life and there's the destined life. But as I noticed in the beginning, especially with the Peacock Ore, there was an energy of having walked your path and then unwalked your path, meaning that you have cleared your karma in some way, shape, or form. And even with this Peacock Ore, I'm making an infinity symbol with my hands. And I'm also seeing a spider through this as well. So you are free to create your own web. And the angel numbers, particularly master numbers, are popping off on the recording while I'm giving this reading. I just haven't called them out. And we did start off the reading with an 8. It goes 8 and then 7. We have 6. We have 5. We have 4. We have 3. We have 2. You are the one. So there's definitely an emphasis here on you knowing that the slate is clean in some way, shape, or form, and that you can do whatever it is that you'd like. This is all something that has been, of course, divinely planned, but also something that you saw coming a mile away. Now, because of this, I'm seeing over and under, like something sewing something together, just like in this tapestry here, or textile, pardon me. So you're weaving together certain things in order to create a bigger picture, and it seems that you do have the higher perspective. And because of this, you have elevated your consciousness to a place where you are now coming into unconditional love, 6 and 6, as well as 4 and 5. 6, 4, 5. So you are changing your daily routine in the place where you are nourishing yourself first and making changes to have a little bit more fun in your life. But because of this, it has you kind of in this place of, well, do I enjoy the moment, or do I be very practical? Do I be Cancer, or do I be Capricorn? And the answer is yes, right? It's co-create. It is balance your energies, and you already know this. We already know this. That's why the scales are on her arm, because she already knows this. She doesn't really have a decision to make. Her eyes are closed. The answer's within. And you've already had the answer, and it is to create. It's to create, and create again. And there is no wrong answer. But at the same time, you feel this sense of urgency, or you feel this sense of mission, or you're waiting for something to culminate. And I'm noticing here that this card is pink, while all the rest are largely chakra colors. And this indicates that you have been working on your masculine chakras lately, but you've been working on polarizing them. So this indicates that you are bringing your feminine energy down to your masculine 3 chakras, and you're bringing your masculine active energy up to your feminine 3 chakras. So you know you're intuitively acting, and you are rationally intuiting, which is beautiful energy to be in. And this is actually, when you bring this to the heart center and you continue to raise your vibration, this is how the ascension process works, right? You ascend, you clear the channel, and then you cut off the bottom of the energy, and you ascend, create a larger, densely packed amount of light energy. You clear the channel, and then you cut off the bottom energy. And that's what's been going on. And because this is what's been going on with you, you're starting to wonder, well, then what's staying and what's going physically in your physical life. You're starting to get a bit antsy about it as your manifestations are coming in. But with Eight of Wands, this indicates that you've been seeing for a while this either period of your life or whatever this is that's going to be coming in. And likely this has to do with a creative project, collaboration, teaching, or building something with someone else that has had you put a lot of thought into the way that you've been moving in the past. But now you're at this place where you see your manifestations coming in and you're almost wondering if you want it anymore because you're at this vibration of receiving it, but does it still resonate with you is the question. This is so interesting, group one. No wonder I was called to show you this. At the same time, I feel called to cut the deck right here. Nine of Wands. Oh yeah, you're just feeling a little guarded, sweetie. The Sun. Think about what it is that you really want. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're keeping your cards a little close to your chest because the way things went in the past wasn't necessarily... It was in your highest interest, not your not the outcome that your physical, less evolved version of yourself had wanted at the current moment in time, but it was what you needed, right? The universe gives us what we need, not always what we want, but what we want should be what we need, and we do want what we need, but sometimes our ego tells us differently, and I say ego with love, right? So Five of Wands. This one was reversed, so I'm going to put this on top of, nope, in the middle. Okay, so you're trying to let your guard down, and you're realizing that things are manifesting towards you a lot easier than they once were. There's a big emphasis of blocks being removed from your manifestations. Oh, there's this Two of Swords and Four of Pentacles energy. So there's an energy of you almost being afraid to move towards what you want because you're like, well, how do I know what I want? Shit. Another master number. Oh my goodness. I just want to say quickly, when I started your reading, I looked up at 303. 313, 333, 444, 505, 515, 606, and then 909 and 919. So this is all perfect. And here we have another 10. 4 and 6, 10. You have completed all the cycles that you could possibly complete in your life. And I have a feeling, 616, now you're starting to realize the way that you put together your daily life, the way that you take care of your pets, your children, the way you nurture yourself, the way that you exercise, the way that you eat, everything is changing just a little bit so that you're enjoying it more because you understand that you can alchemize life. You can co-create along with the universe, and manifesting is just not even a problem for you at this point. And you've definitely experienced a larger spiritual awakening lately that's having you want to leave a lot of things in the past, but you're starting to wonder if there's no more energy in the past to repeat itself and recycle for the future, then what is next apart from what you create? Now the world is your oyster, and because of what you've already walked through and because of your soul's pattern, not necessarily your physical life's pattern, but your soul's pattern, you're starting to wonder, well, if I'm aware of my soul mission and I go within and I have to meditate all the time in order to maintain this energy or keep ascending your energy, it's almost like, do you feel called to meditate all the time, or you feel called almost to put what you want on the back burner in order to create something? But this is putting you in this Two of Swords energy and Six of Swords where you still don't want to walk away from something because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it doesn't serve you. It just feels like, what? Like your guard is up towards what you want because why? But why? Because Queen of Wands and the Hermit reversed. Oh, okay. Because you've risen your vibration to a certain amount, there are things, certain truths that you don't feel like you can share. You don't want to share your power. You don't want to share your energy. You can be very sensitive to energy, to the fact where social interaction is very just uncomfortable for you at this point. And it's not because you don't want the... It's not because you don't want the social interaction, it's because you don't want the energy exchange. But you're at this point where you can almost control whether or not you are exchanging energy, but that doesn't mean that people aren't going to show up and try to tug, right? So you're starting to come out of this hermit mode, but you're deciding, how precisely do I want to do this? You know you need to break down a foundation because it's in your soul path, it's in your plan, it's in your mission, right? You want to go maybe off into the woods, or go meditate, or go climb the Himalayas, or go do some adventure, right? And this is not something that everyone would be down for. Go connecting with their, say, I don't know, star roots or their soul's origin and just exploring the universe in like a very hermit fashion. So there's an energy of, well, I called in all these manifestations, but now what am I going to do with all this money when it comes in? Or what am I going to do with this romantic offer when it comes in? Or what am I going to do with all these friends or this soul family that I called in for this project, or whatever it is? Because now you're starting to think about the past, and you're starting to see how much power was really there in your manifestations, and you're starting to notice how you got in your own way a lot. And it wasn't on purpose, although in a sense it was, but it was so that you could finish cleansing out these cycles. Now your spirituality is on point, and you could have recently adopted a new pet. Also, you could be hanging out with the crows around your house. You could find crows or ravens flocking towards you, which is an indication of fate, law, and magic. So everything is happening in divine order, but also if there are birds that are coming towards you, they have a message for you, and please leave them a little offering. This makes them really happy and gives them a full belly, and also we like to pay it forward too to our little familiars, right? They might not be familiar to you, but for sure you are familiar to them. That is that is the way of the world. So can I get some, let's see, we got a little bit of situation and clarity here. So can I get some advice for group number 1? You want me to use the Hermetic Tarot and the Starseed Oracle. So I'm going to shuffle this twice, once with the left and once with the right. And then, should I ask for flyers? No, they want me to pull from the top. Okay, how many? 4? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, 7 of Swords, ooh, unstable effort from the Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, perfected work, and 5 of Pentacles, material trouble. Oh, okay, hot and cold, Gemini much. So we have, okay, you're starting to wonder that, advice. Show up as you see fit. There we go. Show up as you see fit. Focus on yourself first. Give yourself love and abundance, and focus on your own self. Focus on making things pretty around you and speaking your truth no matter what. Because if there is deception involved in a situation, it wouldn't be showing up with you at this point vibrationally. And at the same time, 4 of Wands is such a card of happiness and celebration. And 7 of Swords indicates, well, a lot of times people see it and they see deceit, deception. And this is one interpretation of the card. But it's also somebody who's just fought a battle and they're picking up all of the enemy's swords so that they cannot be used again. And here we have Aquarius, which is like literally BFF, humanitarian, like, but also like, fuck you, I don't care. It's very hot and cold like Gemini, right? It's also well, it's a water bearer. So this is the star card, right? So this is an emphasis of don't touch my vibe, like like bitch, don't kill my vibe. That's the vibe that you're getting here. It's like your advice is to love yourself, love everyone around you, be that unconditional love, be your fullest, brightest self. And if anything comes around you and starts messing with your vibe, snip snip, who cares, right? You deserve your celebration, and you deserve to show up authentically, right? Leave these troubles behind. What is that song I have in my head right now? It's you are always on my mind. Wow, that was weird. Okay, so okay, so back to those strings. You feel a person or a few people pulling on your strings right now, whether this be energetically, they're thinking about you, their vibe is looking for you. You could be spiritually guiding some other people in this realm. I won't tell, but if you're, if you're doing that, we have 7, 4, and 5. So we have 7 and then 9, right? So 79, this indicates divine completion, but focusing on the self. This is all inward. So spend a little bit more time meditating at this time, and know that you have the key to any answer that you could probably you have the answer within you for anything that you could possibly ask. You probably have already gotten clarity on this, and it's just your mind that's playing tricks on you, or you're reminiscing on past battles. The less that you can do this, the more you can clear it out, the more fulfilled you'll feel. But you have an overflowing cup right now. But now you have an overflowing cup and a bunch of cleared karma, so you're like, who deserves it? Who is showing up, right? And who is tugging on your energy? Because who's showing up for you versus who's tugging on your energy? Because these are two different things. So really take another look at this, but also notice that you wouldn't resonate with things that you didn't intentionally set in your vibration at this point. So again, take another look at your spiritual morals and values as when it comes to your filter, your energetic filter around you. Like if you have a filtration system, or like a force field, your little filter, like what vibes can come in and out. If you don't have one, try setting one. Protective stones, we got tourmaline. Peacock ore is nice, but try finding a master stone. Master stones are really nice. Usually they're clear quartz in some way, shape, or form, but carnelian can be kind of badass. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, tourmaline is awesome. Pick yourself up like a meteorite or something. I know everyone's like all up on the malachite right now, but cool it with the malachite and the moldavite, because that shit attracts karma. Same with amethyst, and we're not trying to create this right now. We're trying to cleanse, right? So with this, lapis lazuli will help draw in some abundance, but try to use it with something like rose quartz, because you're trying to find abundance in like love, not romantic. Not romantic, but just like in general, love in general, higher love, higher heart chakra love, divine universal gratitude. Boom. So now that you have come to this cycle in your life, take a rest. Five of Pentacles is indicating somebody who has worked super duper hard and they're just freaking tired, man. This is your little bubble. This is your time to enjoy your new energy that you're in and not stress, not need to give it to anyone, not need to do anything with it. So just take a chill pill, relax, give yourself some love. If you feel someone pulling on your strings, go ahead and snip them up. And then if there's somebody or something that are there for you and they're showing up and you're like, oh, this is nice, that's who you to overflow onto. Otherwise, just overflow onto yourself and you like yourself a little bit extra, you know, just give yourself some luxury, like all that goodness. There are some celebrations that are coming your way. You might not necessarily see them coming. You will feel the energy, but you're not seeing the events, and there's a particular reason for this. So your ancestors are around you and they're almost like like they're like in on something that you're not in on, but vibrationally I think you already have what's funny is I think you already have the clarity on whatever this is. It's just the fact that you've just finished like literally fighting the battle of your life, like vibrationally, and now you're like, can I just stay for like a little bit and take a chill pill? So that's what's going on. So please do that. Don't continue to work through strife. Just give yourself that. Like, everything's going smoothly. Everything is okay. This is like after after a battle. This Nine of Wands here, it's like she's done with her fighting. The only thing she has left to do is go walk into her happily ever after. But she's like, what? Are you sure? I just been through all that. Does that still exist? What's going on? So yes, the answer is yes. Continue moving forward. Continue living your life. Continue loving up on yourself. And work on that filtration system still. You probably already have a pretty good one, but give yourself some rest and protect your energy. Sleep with a selenite under your pillow, snuggle a tourmaline, keep some moldavite in your pocket, or maybe a meteorite or like some tektite, something a little more gentle. Yeah, do some good old just like Reiki on yourself, that spiritual cleansing. I'm hearing sexual healing in my head too, so I don't know what you're up to, group 1, but cleanse, heal, ascend, right? And then snip off that bottom part. Just keep ascending, clearing the channel, and then snipping off the bottom energy. So I hope that shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, group 1. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful, crazy, beautiful realm. Namaste. Hi there, group 2. Thank you so much for being here. If you chose this citrine crystal, then this is your reading, and this will have to do with abundance, probably financial abundance, material abundance, standing in your grounded fire energy. And also this has to do with being more confident in yourself, having a little bit more fun and play. This is very this is kind of Taurus and Leo and Capricorn if all of them had a baby and it was a crystal. And it was bright yellow, citrine. We love this. So we love some citrine. This is great for your liver. Also, I don't know why I feel the need to tell you this. Liver detoxification can be really helpful for you right now. If you have, I don't know, say if you've been drinking lately a little bit more than usual, or you've been like smoking some stuff, or drinking too much coffee, or not drinking enough water, cleanse your liver channel. This will also check out in your eyes as well. So doing some like eye qigong or like some tapping. I feel called to tell you to do some tapping around your liver and your eyes. Also to drink some more water. This will help you a lot. There are some Chinese herbs that I know that are helpful for this, but unfortunately I cannot pronounce them. So you can go ahead and look that up and find some helpful things that will help you out with this. And it will also help increase your financial abundance. So let's see what's actually going on. So surprise, we're using the Star Spinner Tarot. Since this is kind of an impromptu reading, how many times should I shuffle this? They say 6 and start right, left, right. Okay. So since this is kind of an impromptu reading, I'm just going to ask your angel spirits and guides for some situation clarity and advice for you guys. That was 3. There's 4, 5. They asked for 6 times. So check your daily routine out. Ooh, I'm hearing give yourself a break. I'm hearing let me give your heart a break. Heart a break, Demi Lovato. Oh, binary. Is she non-binary? That's not super relevant, but I think that one, that's a good song. There might be messages for you in that song, but also you need to cut yourself some slack, and then also stop seeing things so black and white. There are some things that you're missing. High Priestess, and the Hanged Man, King of Wands, and the Star. Okay, so you're not missing anything. You're misinterpreting something. Almost. She's like pointing at the Hangman. No. You need to change your perspective on something. Your perception. I'm seeing my card in the Ascended Masters Oracle deck. I believe it's Avalokitesvara. I'm so sorry. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it is the card of seeing the other person's side of things, seeing the other person's perspective. The High Priestess is like, hey, bud, you need to see my side and I need to see your side. But I think that she is so balanced here that she's like, don't mess with my vibe. So we have 2, 1, 2. So that could be significant numbers for you. You could be seeing 2, 212, 222, 21, 2121, 1212, 123. It's 255 on the clock. So there's some physical changes that are coming in your life. There's an indication of we have a triple moon goddess and an angel, so some kind of earth angel energy going on here, as well as Hecate. Avalokitesvara and Hecate are coming out in your reading, as well as Freya. So we'll see with the King of Wands and the Star. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. There's the Empress. Okay, so you're waiting for something to turn over. Okay, yes. Okay, you're waiting for something to flip on over. You've cleansed and cleared out a cycle in your life, and you're starting a new beginning where you are highly intuitive, and you're becoming even more intuitive than you thought that you already were, which is absolutely insane gnarly, because if you're already here listening to this, that means that you are, insane in the membrane, insane, got lots of brain, you know what I'm saying? So with 17, the Star, this comes to number 8, again, an indication of material abundance. You've been wishing for abundance. Maybe you want to buy yourself like a little face cream, or you want to buy yourself a new pet, or you want to take better care of your pets or something. Birds are coming out of here twice. You could want to fly somewhere, you could want to travel, you could just want to like be free to like spread your wings. I'm hearing Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. So you want to spread your wings and learn how to fly. But with that, you're seeing clearly through a situation. You're seeing right through a situation, as in, okay, clarity please. Okay, so this Hanged Man, darkness to light. There's some kind of energy transmutation that's been going on here. There's something that you're seeing as a temptation, but it's actually a sense of, it's like a boost of confidence. There's like something that you're supposed to be using as jet fuel to help you sustain yourself throughout your journey, but instead you're seeing this as like, oh, should I buy the apple? Should I not buy the apple? But that's not the point here. The point is you need to see it from a higher perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and literally raise the vibration of this reading quickly. So, okay, we're going to take a look at the cycle here. We have 2, 12, we have a king, we have 18, and then we have 3. So this indicates that you are coming into some kind of power or strength, and because of this, you're starting to check out your inner child. Your inner child has some warning signs when it comes to particular things, but they weren't always there. So you're being asked to regress to before these things happen so that you can actually see the way that you truly feel about these things in the situation as it pertains to the energy, not the situation. Take the situation out of it, right? So you have the King of Wands, which indicates, when I see this, I keep being reminded that the Queen comes before the king in suits and tarot, and normally I'm just like, yeah, whatever, but when I see this, I'm like, ugh. It's like, why? Like, why is the king the powerful one? Like, why? There's something about this patriarchy, something about someone taking the apple. So now the apple is here, it's being offered to you, and you're like, well, I don't want to take that. Well, why would I take that? Well, is this a trick? No. Okay. But there's a balance of energies. You're already balanced. So now you're almost afraid to move forward to get what you want, because you are the one that's creating something, because you're the one that's brought yourself so far. So now you have an opportunity to, why was I saying see the other person's point of view? Communicate. You have the opportunity to communicate something in your heart center as it pertains to your spiritual truths, taking action on your spiritual truths. You've likely been building something, doing something, manifesting something, or wishing for something. As you've been doing this, you have been obviously raising your vibration, you've been ascending, that's why we're here, that's why we're doing this, listening to this reading. But you're at this place where you're so like divinely untouched by things that you're like, I don't even want to go there. I don't know what it is, but you don't even want to go there. But it's like your intuition is like, hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Shout out to Hilary Duff. But I'm also hearing, oh my gosh, is that the same song? No, it's Why Not. She's like, if you always dress in yellow and you want to dress in gold. When I was like 8, I was like, man, that's stupid. That's like the same color. And now I'm like, oh, girl, I get it. Because it's like because like yellow and gold. It's like you want to be like solar plexus, like you want to burn bright like the sun, or do you want to have like Midas touch, like everything turns into gold? And I'm seeing 707. So there's something about, oh, is this yellow or is this gold? Okay, so take a look at something and see, is this ego or is this gold? Have you hit a diamond in the rough? Okay, you're being asked to change your mind about whether or not you hit a diamond in the rough. because there's a way that you're seeing this from a spiritual perspective, and something about masculine energy that makes this feminine feel a little bit unsafe. And this doesn't have to pertain to your gender or the genders of anything relating to the situation. This is just masculine pertaining to root, sacral, solar plexus, feminine relating to throat, pineal, and crown. Period. That's what we said. So we have King of Wands, the Star, and the Empress, right? So with your situation, do you want me to check out this? Five of Wands keeps coming out. It's a little bit of boohoo, a little bit of you fought such a battle to get here. It kind of wanted to be reversed. So Five of Wands reversed with the Eight of Coins reversed. Okay, so you're like, you're looking at this like it's almost making you feel sick. Notice this complexion here. It's kind of like this like icky color. It's the only color in this whole deck that's like not yellow or green. It's like this like kind of pukey color. Sorry if you made this deck. It's absolutely beautiful and it's my favorite. But there's an indication of you're like, not only can you not afford, you're like literally not about to, Tower. So we have a 16. We have a 3 and a 16. 3, 1, 6. Okay. So with your Tower, number 8, your financial abundance is here. Your citrine is here. You're standing in your power, but liver, jaundice, right? This makes somebody, what does this make them? This makes them feel a little bit insecure and a little bit sick to their stomach, but not in their stomach. They feel it in their throat. Like you feel like a lump in your throat, but it's not from something from your throat. It's from something from your stomach. Change your diet, honey. There's something you need to eat. You need to eat some more apples. You need to eat more vitamin E. Vitamin E is yellow. Okay, so change your diet. Eat some more, I'm hearing Brazil nuts. Okay, that's good for your liver. And fruit, vitamin E. Okay. Not yellow like bread or like rice or noodles. Not yellow like this. Eat yellow like from the earth. Things that pertain to your solar plexus chakra and nuts. But like nuts that have, oh my god, what is it? Freaking B12. Eat B12. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Tower. There's some kind of foundation that's crumbling as it comes to speaking your truth. You're like, oh, I'm looking at her and I'm like, ooh, she fears. And she came out over the King. Ooh, the King of Wands. You're like, look, you can manifest whatever it is that you want. And you're like, and I'm not backing down. I can manifest whatever I want and I will speak that because that is my truth. I am no longer afraid. I'm no longer backing down. I've broken everything that you knew that was me before. And I'm hearing that, that audio that was trending for a while. It's like, you missed the old me. Many will. She was easy to kill. Like that's so this energy. She's like Bond girl, like, but like not the like over sexualized version, like not like the fetishized version of a Bond girl, like the actual like what she would be. Like I'm a badass fucking spy. Like James Bond can't catch me. Like yeah, I know you're falling in love with me. Get in line. Like that's exactly what's going on here. And you're like speaking your truth. But you have so much clarity and intuition on the situation that you're almost standing in this energy as a defense mechanism a little bit. It's not a defense mechanism. Like, this is authentic now, but you're trying not to use it as a defense mechanism because what you want is right here. You're right on the precipice of birthing something with the Empress. And because of this, your 10 of Cups is right here, and you're, like, acting like the Queen of Swords. And you're trying to merge these energies into one in some way, shape, or form. And so you are channeling this energy between your heart and your solar plexus, but in a way where it needs to soften. This is reminding me of the Great Severing card in the in the Starseed Oracle deck. I would try to find it real quick if it doesn't just pop up right now. Oh my god, look, it's right here. So it's Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. That's exactly what this is. So Mars is passion, but it's also anger and frustration. It's also like sensuality, but in like a kinky kind of way. So with Mars here, notice that this is barren, this is dry. So this Swords energy that you're stepping into, it's a little bit dry. So you need to add a little bit more emotion into what you're doing. Drink more water, and also tend to your liver. You could be drinking a lot of water, and then like you could be drinking way more than you actually physically need to in water and still feel dehydrated. Okay, so this will indicate that there's some kind of ancestral chi that you're working through. And also check your kidneys. If you practice qigong, do some kidney taps. If you don't practice qigong, look up kidney taps and then do some at the beginning of your day and at the end of your day. It will help you clear your chi and also to help keep things flowing. If you have an energy practice, amp it up a little bit. If you don't, look into it at the very least. So you have 13 here with the Death and Empress. You're rebirthing what it means to birth something. So you have, it's like, I'm seeing a vision of somebody who's like, I'm so sorry, but who's like in the middle of birthing something, and then someone's like, wait, stop. And this lady's here squirming, and she's like, what do you want? And they're like, oh wait, okay, go ahead. And so this energy here is like, it's not the Tower, it's just Queen of Swords. it's a Queen of Swords. It's like softening a little bit. You need to soften up in some area, whatever this was coming to you about. Particularly, this is going to relate to your abundance. It's like there's too much of a focus on this, and not too much of a focus on the material aspect of the abundance, and not on the not energetic, but like the emotional part of the abundance, like the happiness, the fulfillment, the yes, girl, that feels good, like get it. That Snow White, like these birds and that little like I'm wishing like little song was coming up in my head. So like a little bit of that like I want to say lackluster. Like there's no lackluster vibe here. It's like going back to that childlike innocence. There it is. That childlike innocence. Going back to seeing why. The way that you remembered this before everything got messed up. The way it was before that energy got tainted for you the very first time it crossed your path. Whether you were 2 years old or it was last week, whatever it was. You need to soften. Yes, this energy needs to settle into your vibration, and it's quite new for you. That's why it's a little bit loud, or it's the first time it's come around in a long time. This is a Kundalini awakening, but it's a little bit, it feels as if someone is gripping my throat, squeezing. Sleep by My Chemical Romance. Get some more sleep. Also, track your dreams. Keep a dream journal. I have a really cool one on my website. You want to check it out? I drew it. If not, that's cool too. I'm also hearing painting the rose is red. Painting the rose is red. So you could be doing a lot of work that is just busy work at this time, or you could just be trying to keep yourself busy, and then when people come up to you, you're like, what? I'm so freaking busy. What do you want? Like, what could you possibly want? And they're like, whoa, I'm trying to give you your manifestation here. Didn't you see this coming? And you're like, well, actually, yeah, I did, but still, I don't trust you, so what do you want? And it's like, that's this Tower. The Tower is softening into this Queen of Swords energy, because she is not just, she has all the truth. With this High Priestess, you've had the truth this entire time. So now you're speaking it. And with this King of Wands, notice that this is every other card that I'm pulling. With this King of Wands, now you're starting to move into action, and notice how these colors are more balanced. You're starting to take your intuitive knowing and your fierce truth, and you're starting to create with it, standing in your confidence. Ground this a little bit more into your reality. What this is that you are experiencing, but you're using your spirituality in order to act through it. You are seeing your karma, you're seeing your fate, you're seeing your destined path, and you're starting to walk it, and you're softening to love in the meantime. Now, to continue this pattern, we have death and rebirth. Oh, was I not supposed to take that? No, I was supposed to take the Empress. See how this works? I wanted to take death and rebirth because that's where we assumed this was going. We assumed it was going to an end, but it wasn't going to an end. It wasn't something that was behind the veil, number 13. It was, oh, look at what I just bumped over. Trust, Vishnu. Vishnu is everything. It's the connectivity of everything. It's everything all at once. You're birthing something that you've been wanting for a very long time. And here we have a queen. We have a king. They're together. We have one that's swords. Swords is masculine. Wands is feminine. So we have a masculine feminine and a feminine masculine. So this energy is balanced out. It just needed you to change your perspective about what is healthy and what is not, and take a little bit better care of yourself so that you can see it better. Now we have 2 and 3, which indicates that you are progressing. You are progressing. There was just a little bit of a hiccup here energetically about why it is that you wanted what you wanted, and then so that you could recognize it when it showed up, because you're already in this 10 of Cups energy. You found it by yourself, and now when your manifestations are coming in, you can actually like own it, like straight up own it. And you might be seeing a lot of I'm seeing the Pleiades kind of like in the little star cluster in her hair, and I'm also noticing the star on the pineal gland. So if you're a starseed, or you have some starseed friends, or you have some extraterrestrial friends, they're definitely here guiding you. They're definitely trying to shoo these manifestations up into your pathway. So now just trust in that divine surrender. Continue to yeah, that's what this is. This is divine surrender. This isn't anything falling apart, honey. This is confetti. You see all this confetti? This is like what they throw up at a concert, and they're like, yeah, you having a good time? And everyone's like, yeah, we're having a good time. And they're like, boom, confetti everywhere. And you're like, oh my God, no one's ever done that before. And it's like, you already knew what was happening because you saw it with the High Priestess. What do you mean no one's ever done it before? This is you surrendering to the divine. That's literally all this is. This is you receiving your manifestations. You're falling into the energy of receiving. Yes. I'm going to pull some advice for you. This is going to come from the... No, they don't want me to use this. They want me to use the Starseed Oracle deck. You got it, dude. I'm going to shuffle this 4 times. Left, because we're starting with receiving. And then right, because that's what comes after left. And I made a mess on the table. And left, because that's what comes after right. And last time. Boop. I'm going to take some flyers, but they want me to take these that are sticking out. So we have We the Hathers. Okay, deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Okay, so check out your home life. See how you're nourishing yourself and reparenting yourself at this time. Something about this might mirror your relationship to your mother or your home life. Baby steps, taking action step by step. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Don't expect everything to happen at once. Just be like, innocently surprised when a baby step happens, and honestly expect breadcrumbs and you'll get more than that. But if you like expect too much, like don't expect anything, just surrender to the divine, because things are going to come not how you wanted them to. That's why you needed to change your mind about it. So follow your intuition before it makes sense. Always, duh, rule of thumb. But before you do that, see things from a higher perspective, because this will allow your soul to be like, oh yeah, this, that, whatever. And that will take literally anything at all and make it seem like a little grain of sand. And you'll be like, oh yeah, but in the scheme of where I've been, what I'm doing, my soul mission, like on top of hundreds of other lifetimes probably, and whatever it is that you're experiencing, like in the little minutia of the day-to-day in your little human body, that ain't nothing, right? Follow your intuition before it makes sense, because you are guiding yourself. You already know what's going on here. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Now I kept wanting to say power plays, and this totally looks like Stonehenge. So trust where you're led. If you feel the need to get up, stand up. Ooh, why did that come to mind? Don't give up the fight. Okay, so the Hathors have to do with Venus, right? And we were getting like the Star, the Empress, the High Priestess. So, the Ten of Cups, right? So like tune into your Venus energy a little bit. Like get Venusian, you know what I'm saying? Baby steps, action. Oh, and that is also Taurus, Citrine, and Libra. Okay, so finding your Libra energy in your chart. Libra and Mars. Okay, I got you. So Venus and Mars are both like kind of relating together. So I would take a look at that in your chart a little bit, but not only in your chart, but like just tune in with the energies and kind of vibe with them a little bit. So take baby steps, follow your intuition before it makes sense. You might be like, I would never do that because you're in Queen of Swords energy, but like if you hadn't just gone through everything that put you in Queen of Swords energy, would you do that? You would totally do that. That's the thing. So we have We the Hathors, baby steps, and activated earth. So trust where you're led, follow your intuition before it makes sense, birth as a portal. Okay, so that's why I was getting this image of like starting to birth something and then it being like, wait, because it's like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a big ascension. It's a big awakening. It's a big opportunity. Whatever this is, it's freaking big. That's why you've been cleansing all this energy out, because you need to let go of so much in order to let something new in. That's exactly what's going on here. But when this is bringing something literally to life, that's huge. That is your 10 of Cups here. And you've been manifesting it with all these cards. Don't be surprised when it's literally the Fountain of Youth or like a God-sent star from the Pleiades, literally the star card, like popping up in your life, because that's literally exactly what you've been manifesting. So I'm not saying you've been manifesting like a Pleiadian to knock on your door. Maybe you have, I don't know your life, but I'm saying that's like the gravity of whatever it is that you've been manifesting. So when your 10 of Cups shows up, don't be suspicious of it. Be like, oh, there you are. I was expecting that. Oh, look at the time. Haha. I was busy nurturing myself. Levin, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Gorgeous. Check out your north node in your chart. I'm looking at this ring. I feel the need to tell you that not just Saturn has a ring. All the like jovial planets have a ring. Like all the gas giants have rings around them. So Jupiter, big boy, he got rings. Right? Uranus, he got rings. Like, he got rings. Oh, now I'm hearing like 7 rings. Like, I don't know. Ring, expect a call. I don't know. Either way, surrender to the divine. Embrace your weirdness. Oh, Uranus has rings. Embrace your weirdness. Okay, Aquarius, Uranus, higher learning, humanitarianism. Follow your path, right? It might be in your inherent nature to give too much, and now that's why you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You're like, boundaries. But with this embrace your weirdness, it's like, who fucking cares? If you're like, yeah, I'm a starseed, I'll go ahead and like tune, like, let me attune your vibration for you, honey. And people are like, what are you? Be like, wouldn't you like to know? Come here. Like, embrace your weirdness, but do it through love. Maintain those boundaries, reassess your principles and everything, but take care of yourself. And in taking care of yourself, you'll find that you have love to share. And if that's what is in your inherent nature, then that's good. And now that you're softening to that energy, there's a little bit less of that like jaundicey, like yellow coming out from this like citrine. And that's where your abundance lies, because 4, the energy where you're stuck at, number 4, this was 2 twice, which means that the abundance that you're going to get from this was twice as much as the struggle it took you to get here. So I don't know if that is any encouragement for you to stop, and literally what it's asking you to do is rest and like embrace your weirdness, like continue going where you want to go, and know that your energy is literally already perfectly balanced. It's just it's balanced, it's just disorganized. but it was always meant to be organized in this particular pattern so that you could have something to do later. I have a feeling that things are about to get super freaking easy for you, like spiritually, like lesson wise. You could like be done with all your big boy, like Saturn, Chiron, oh my god, Saturn, Chiron, Lilith, like all these placements. Like you could have literally balanced everything up by now. So if this is the case, take a look at your dashas, take a look at the transits, know what's going on, if that helps you out. If you don't even need to do that at this point, if you're separated, for example, from the Earth's collective consciousness, for the few of you that may or may not resonate with, embrace it. Allow that to be your new truth, and allow yourself to experience the happiness that you've been manifesting because you deserve it. You worked super hard for it, particularly if you're at that stage in your ascension process, and continue taking action because you already know where you're going. You know how to get there. It's just that you need to trust in your own divine surrender. And it's not that your crown chakra is not open. It's just that you've been going on faith for so long that you like need a second to like put your hands on your knees and pant a little bit. But don't do that. Like lay on the ground and like smell the flowers and like look up at the sun, like milk it a little bit because you got some time. Like okay, here's the thing, is like you don't really have time, but you have time as long as you keep pushing. But if you release, it's just gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like birth. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. This has the number 4 all over it. Check the lunar cycles, check your menstrual cycles if you resonate with that. And with that, I'm going to leave your reading here. Your abundance is on the way, and it's like twice as big as you're expecting it to be. So don't push so hard for it. Just release, relax, nourish yourself, and allow it to fall into you. I love you so much. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Continue doing you, boo. You're doing a great job. Namaste. Hi, Group 3. Namaste. And thank you so much for being here at my little impromptu message from your spirit guides reading. So you selected this bloodstone. So this is a stone of the warrior, actually. And this helps increase your circulation. I don't know why, but I feel called to tell you to check your blood type as well as what that means in East Asian cultures. I know that people use them kind of like the MBTI, like personality tests, and every blood type has its own like personality kind of associated with it. I don't personally know too much about that. In fact, I don't even know my own blood type, but I feel really called to say this to you for some reason. Also, if you're into energy work or you're studying Chinese medicine or even Ayurveda, you can check out the meridians. But apart from that, check out your ventricles, like check out your veins and stuff. This will actually help you, or even if you do energy work, like tune into this energy of your veins and of your circulation. And this will help you find like a new grid, a new system, a new way to experience your energy. It'll be kind of fun, check out your blood flow, your energy flow, send all your blood to your fingertips and your toes and then back up to your heart, like when you get really cold and everything goes to your organs, or when you get really hot and everything starts permeating and you sweat. So take a look at this. This can help you maybe expand and contract your aura a little bit, or help you with your circulation if you need that. I don't know why I felt inclined to like really just be like, yeah. This also indicates like the strength card, which is number 8. Also resonating with Leo, the lion. So with that, again, this is a stone of a warrior, and it also has some green on it, as some bloodstones do, but not all. So you're opening up your heart after a battle of some kind. Or this kind of looks like a date to me from this perspective. So you could be wanting to eat dates, or I'm not hungry, so it's not that. Whatever nutrient is in dates, you might want to check those out. That could be really good for you. Also, mint chocolate chip is just yummy, and I don't eat that at all whatsoever, but I'm looking at it on this crystal, and I'm like, mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know why. It's so irrelevant to me in my life, so it's a message out there for someone. I'm going to put this out here, and I'm going to use the Hermetic Tarot for your reading today. I'm going to shuffle this. How many times, Spirit? 8. Okay, starting with which one? The right, please. So we have a masculine energy that's coming out for you. We're going to take a look at your situation, clarity, and advice. And by masculine, I mean active, which is interesting. Just like your blood, your circulatory system, this is also active and masculine. It's ruled by your heart center. And also, you might want to take a look at the triple burner in Chinese medicine. It's not technically an organ in Western medicine, but it is an energy center. So I would check that out. It is different from your heart chakra and different from your heart and your aortas and all that beautiful stuff that's going on. 6. Number 7. Situation, clarity, and advice from the angel spirits and guides of group 3, please. 8. Flyers or from the top or bottom? How would you like it? Start from the bottom. They want 4 from the bottom and 2 from the top, so that's what I will give you. No reversals, please. You have the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, the 2 of Swords. Oh, 4 from the bottom, 2 the... Okay, you weren't supposed to see that, but it was the 4 of Swords. Healing. All right, that's good. Healing your heart. Allowing things to flow again. After a long battle, you little warrior. Sorry, big, strong warrior. I'm sorry, I don't know. We're all soft and squishy on the inside. So, ooh, so here we have the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Look at all these knights. Okay, so you have a period of healing and a period of waiting for things to happen that were better. But the thing is, you were in the wrong place or you're doing the wrong thing. And it's not that anything is actually wrong. It's just that the universe had something better in store for you, right? And so you were kind of like, yeah, I'm good where I'm at. I'm pretty happy, but not fulfilled, right? And the Knight of Pentacles indicates material gain. You're probably in it for the money, in it for routine, Virgo here with Venus. Something about your morals and values, about sticking to something. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, you're like, I'm making good money, I'm happy where I'm at, I'm pretty abundant, I'm happy on my own, I'm good, comfortable. You were comfortable, but not fulfilled. Okay, but you're like, something will come along. Something will come along that will just take this 9, turn it to a 10, and then you have this 2 of Swords, and you're like, wait, why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? And in the meantime, you have this 10 of Swords, the Lord of Ruin. Something's falling apart. Gemini, it's like hot, cold. You're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down. We have the Sun, outward personality. Something about this caused you to either experience an ego death or I'll say ascension in your solar plexus chakra. We were actually starting to realize that you didn't resonate with what you were doing in the first place. Maybe you did at one point, but as you start to shed layers of yourself, you're like, that's not really me. You're like, this is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. I don't know. Whatever. That's me, not you. So we have 2, 10, 9, 2, and then we have 2 knights. Okay. So now you made a decision. You had a decision and you're like, well, if I'm kind of fine where I'm comfortable, except you're not here, you're not comfortable here anymore, but you kind of are letting these swords kind of stick you in the butt for a little bit because you're like, I'm not really comfortable here, but this is how I associate myself, and I don't know how to do anything else. Now we have Aries with Mars here for 2 of Wands, which is like, it's a lot of fire. Mars does rule Aries, so, you know, that's pretty good. So you're super comfortable where you're at, but it's like burning and burning and burning and burning, and then everything burns to the ground. The only thing that relieves it is water. So what's going to happen? An influx of intuition, influx of spiritual abilities, influx of emotion, and you're probably like, oh my god, not this, anything but this, because that's fire, right? But then you experience this reassessment of your morals, your values, what it is that makes you feel good, what it is that you really want. What do you want your day to look like? Do you want to have any pets? Do you want to exercise more? How do you feel? You want to be grounded? How do you want to make your money? What kind of money do you want to make? You want to make little bucks? You want to make big bucks? You want to go off the grid? You want to live in a mansion? You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You better work, bitch, you know? And so you're like, well, I gotta work, bitch. So your head is sitting here like, well, how am I gonna do this? You gotta balance the scales. You have this flower that started to bloom out of these swords that are crossing. So you have this decision, and it led you to this inspiration. And what was that revelation but love? And Libra is ruled by what? Say it with me, Venus. So because of this, you're like, love. And this can be any kind of love, like love, self-love. Any kind of love is self-love. Loving somebody else is self-love. Loving your family, that's self-love. Loving God, guess what? It's self-love. Self-love. You're like, whew, I have not been putting myself first. Oh my gosh, I need to take better care of my emotional body. I need to take better care of my physical body. I need to take better care of my spiritual body, my mental body. Ooh, boom. So it doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank. Well, if you want to buy that new face cream, maybe. But when it comes to love, honey, love ain't got a price. So you have Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands. So you're realizing, oh, now that's where I make my own path. Yes, that's how it works. And that's what you were doing in the first place. But you allowed yourself to feel stuck because you didn't know what else to do. You didn't know how else to do it. You were functioning through fire. And what happens is fire creates, but it also destroys. And like a phoenix rising up from the ashes, you had this emotional burst. Natural, normal, happens to the best of us. And then you balance out. That's what happens because we have Pitta. Pitta energy in Ayurveda is fire plus water. There are 3 dashas. There's Pitta, which is fire, water. There is Kapha, which is water, earth, which is where you're moving next. You might be in a little bit of a physical slump, feeling a little bit lazy. Get that rest, eat that food, get those carbs, get a little bit of weight on your bones, And then you have Vata after that, which is air and spirit. Communicate, breathe in, exhale, and then what? And then connect with what? Space, with spirit. And when you have space, after you release all of this that didn't serve you, you have what? Room for what? Your blessings. When the blessings go up, or when the praises go up, the blessings come down. So you have Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands, and you're like, so if I wear my emotions on my sleeves, and I'm authentic to myself and my emotions, and I admit that there is a spiritual awakening that's going on within me, and I actually strive to move towards the light. So if I center myself on what makes me feel good and I move towards the light, towards awakening, towards ascension, what's going to happen? Well, these are both positive cards. Let's see what's going to happen. I'll pull your clarity. We have the Knight of, oh my God, money, 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 and the North Node with Virgo. This is supposed to be Leo, but it's the North Node on this deck. And we do have the Star of David twice. So 66, which is the number of unconditional love. And it's also the human body, but it's not really the human body as it is the Vitruvian man. So this indicates that you have some kind of soulmate coming in. This could be friend, family, partner, pet, I don't know. It could be a good book, but this indicates that there's something that matches your vibration or the vibration that you're moving into or aspiring to, and it's knocking on your door. Knock, knock, knocking on group 3's door. So now you're like, oh my gosh, I have all this truth I want to speak. I have all this experience that I just learned. I want to learn more. And you're like, oh my God, brain food, spirit food, emotion food. Oh my gosh, it's like this new world. It's like everything went from black and white and gray and like has to be this way to like color and freedom. And you're seeing red and orange and yellow and green and blue and indigo and purple. And you're like, whoa, look at all these chakras, bro. Were all y'all out here know about the chakras? Like, and now you're on this tarot reading where my last reading was all like, so you cleared out all your karma. And you're like, wait, you can do that? Like, yes, you could do that. Like, hey, that's what we're here to do, you know? You keep moving, you walk through the mud, and then what happens is you clean off your boots, or you take them off and you buy new ones. You know, you release something, and then you have room for something better. And money, there's money coming towards you. Money, money, money. Wild and fertile land. Ooh, love that. You are abundant and you are looking good right now, group 3. I don't know who you are or what you're doing, but this new internal like beauty is just permeating through the outside. I want to tell you just from firsthand, like I just want to tell you, you look hot right now. Like you look fly AF. I just want to say this. So, and it's because you've been doing this work. Like it wears on your face, your energy, like it wears on your face. So the Hermit. Do you want me to take it in reverse? No. Okay. So now you're kind of like, I should probably spend some time alone working on myself, healing. You have the Knight of Swords. You're like, but I got to talk about this. I got to talk about this. I got to make a new beginning. I got to figure this out. Notice this big labyrinth. There's so much overthinking. You must be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have this like maybe in your moon or somewhere in your chart, like prominently. A little bit of Mercury and Uranus going on here. Like, whew, a lot of energy. And I mean, Venus too is coming out a lot. But this is like just dousing that fire with water and like this great cleanse of yourself. Ooh, your spirit, your energy. Look, it was just knocking this Knight of Swords and the Hermit. It's like, we don't want to overthink. We don't even want to be alone. It's like you just want somebody to hold you like a baby, don't you, right now? Or when you were going through this, whatever this was, you're just like, all I need is a hug. And I look around and I just see freaking scrubs. Group 3. What is your energy? It has me like wildin' right now. Why did I just say wildin'? Like wildin' out? MTV could be significant. Maybe you're in hermit mode. You're just watching a bunch of like MTV or something. I don't know. 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 88, material abundance. Ooh. But what about my money? What about my money, Colleen? You're saying, I'm spending this time alone and I got to speak my truth. I got to make a new beginning and I got to make some money. Whatever I do, I got to make bank. I got to make it fast. It's got to happen now and it's got to happen precisely. Exactly. So your intuition is going to lead you there. That's the thing. Your newfound intuition. Now, I'm not saying you're not intuitive. I'm just saying that, you've experienced an intuitive awakening. You have now received some new gifts or new ability or a new little knock knock on your shoulder. Little birdie told you that you can follow your intuition in a new kind of way. And whatever this is going to be exactly how you're meant to make a bunch of money. Like way more than you were even, like how do I say this? The most amount of money, whatever you were doing before, when you're like, oh, someday when I make it really big doing this, and I'm going to make this much money, and you're like, cha-ching, you see the dollar signs in your eyes, that's going to be like the starting pay, like entry level for whatever this is, okay? I'm just letting you know right now I see it. So, you're setting Jupiter, not Jupiter with Gemini. Speak in your mind about, and the only way to survive is to go crazy. Oh, spiritual awakening in music. Let me tell you, shuffle your playlist 3 times, and that will give you messages from spirit. Always set the intention. That'll be how things manifest. We know this. But start a new chapter in your life. This is where you're at. This is right in the center of your reading. You're dropping all these burdens. You're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm fine alone. I'm fine overthinking. I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. You're like, I'm not fine. I need to do something. What do I do? So you're moving towards what makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, what makes you feel spiritually evolved. With this, it's going to bring fucking money. I keep seeing like dollar, like I keep seeing dollar signs, like literally, but it's not about them. Whatever it is you do is going to make you feel emotionally and spiritually fulfilled. And I'm hearing price tag. It's not about the money. We don't need your money. Like you're literally not even going to need it. You're never going to need to worry about money ever again. But that's not even what this is saying. This is saying that things are going to start happening so freaking fast that one little bud that you're having, that one little bit of hope, and you're like, yes, but this is beautiful. Honey, that's just the beginning of it. That is just the beginning of this labyrinth, and that's why you were so wide-eyed in the beginning, because you were looking at this and you were like, it seems like a lot of work, and the universe is like, I got you. Let me rip all of this away and show you exactly how you're going to go into this next step. You're going to follow your intuition before it makes sense. And you know what happens when you have a spiritual awakening? You feel like you're going freaking nuts. Ask anybody, anytime, who's gone through any level of any kind of spiritual awakening of any sort. They will tell you. They will feel alone for a little bit, hermit. They will need to talk about it. They will try to over-rationalize themselves. They will rebuild themselves. Then all the blessings come down, because that's the nature of the beast, y'all. And guess what? It's replicable. It's fucking replicable. It happens time and time and time and time again. So, group 3. What's going on? Prudence. But not prudence like this needs to happen. Not Saturn prudence. No. Prudence like the virtue. Prudence like... Prudence like salvation, man. Like feeling saved. Feeling like, whoa, I didn't realize I was in a tunnel until I saw the light and walked through it. Oh, gosh. Prudence, like, healing feels this good. Man, I gotta share this with everybody. Prudence, like, feeling the burden being just shaken off your shoulders and realizing that you were carrying a burden in the first place and feeling so light. Oh, gosh, you're gonna feel so good. This is gonna be beautiful. 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, and you're just going to want to tell everybody. You're going to be like, what? You mean people have been doing this entire time? Like, how do we make this thing? How do we make this big? That's why I was picking up on this Uranian energy before group 3. We got, yes. We got a humanitarian on our hands. That's what we got. Now you're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you're like, oh shit, I can do this for me? You mean you did this for you? Wait, everybody's in a little club, we're all doing this? Wait, how do we get this? How do we make this big? How do we expand this? How do we balance the scales? I mean like the collective. How do we balance the scales? So now you're thinking, you're like, how do I do what makes me feel good? How do I spiritually awaken? And then it goes, aha! You go within, you get the answers, you speak your truth, you do what your intuition told you. Things happen, they fall in your lap. Everything that you want expands because it has pure intention behind it, and it's not burdened by hurt. There's no blocks in the way of your energy channels. So as soon as you release those blocks, your energy just goes right through, clear as day. And you go, what? Yes, group 3. Yes, look at you. Yes, get it. I'm just doing a little happy dance for you. I can feel your angels and your spirits and your guides and your ancestors, and they're all like, oh my God, I figured it out. Group 3 figured it out. Like, this is something that, oh my gosh, your ancestors have been burdened by this forever. And it's not just that either. It's the fact that you're doing this for you heals them backwards in the timeline. And nobody else after you will have to hear this. I'm hearing that phrase. It's like, this ran in my family till it ran into me. And that's you. Yeah, group 3. Get it. Yes. Get it. Okay. Should I pull the rest of these cards, Spirit? They're telling me no. But I am going to pull some advice for you. Let me get some advice for group 3. Can I make it clear and simple? They're telling me to use the deck that I made. This is my Follow Your Heart Oracle. The box is really cute, and I love it. Anyway, this deck is kind of, how many times? 5, okay. Ooh, changes and fun and romance and play and child, inner child healing. Leo, sun, okay. Outward persona, confidence. So, this deck is a little bit... like the phrases on it are simple, but everything on here is like super deep. Like this kind of is spiritual awakening and I'll say awakening to ascension process, like A to Z, including like that starseed shit. So they're telling me no, don't pull the one that's sticking out. Should I pull flyers, top or bottom? Flyers, please. So can I get flyers for advice for group 3? Okay, there's the first one. Release what doesn't serve you. Okay, we saw that. Come on. Blessing magnet. Ooh. and eyes like a hawk. Ooh, someone's been watching you. Your ancestors. Ooh, your ancestors have been watching you. Ooh, they've been watching you. Some of them were like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to deepen your faith? Oh, are you going to do it? Yeah, do it, do it. You probably felt these little nudges, and you're probably like, oh, that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfy. I don't want to do that. And your ancestors are like, do it. And then you did it. Ooh, bless you, Brandy. Change of perspective. Oh, look at that popping out. Change of perspective in your heart. And you're speaking your truth about your faith. That doesn't need to be religion. It doesn't need to be spirituality. But at the end of the day, the laws of physics, they say one thing. The universe, it's coded one way. And you know what? We have a ripple in still water. Deepening faith came out again with holding space. Yes, what is that? Holding space for what? What is that, group 3? Your blessings. I'm way up. I feel blessed. Straight up, way. I live the life I deserve. Blessed. Fuck if I can do better at work. Yeah, I get whatever it's worth. Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm so excited for you. And ask for help. Spiritual. Okay, we talked about this. You're going crazy. You feel like you're going crazy. You're experiencing a spiritual upgrade. You're starting to realize that everything is really connected and that you can be like, boop, and there will be a ripple effect. Physics, you need rationality, butterfly effect. Why does it feel like everything's crazy after you ascend your energy? When you raise your vibration and you're like, oh, I have perfect clarity, and then you come down, wherever the energy is a little bit mingled and mangled, that is entropy. Okay? That is the natural chaos of the universe. But in your energy channels, we live in a dense universe. But when you release lower vibrational energy is more densely packed together. Think of it like tar. Higher vibrational energy is less densely packed together. It's light and fluffy. But we live in the third density, the third dimension. So everything is the same amount of dense, but you can select which energy is densely packed within you. It can be like 2 or 3 traumas that are just like tar in your whole being. But then over time you clear it out, you do the work. And then you're like, oh, I want this light and fluff. And then you pack it all together, and then you're just a bunch of cotton candy of light and love. And that's what this is. Ask for help. If you need help with energy work, you need help with Reiki, I got some Reiki up on my channel. It is free. Go ahead and use it. If you want some extra, it's on my Patreon, but that's not why I'm here. I want to let you know, there are so many readings on my channel. There are so many readings on other readers' channels to help you through this. Use your intuition. Use that new gift you got. I don't know whether it's, maybe you're smelling smells. Maybe you're seeing colors. Maybe you're seeing visions in your mind's eye. Maybe you are having crazy dreams. Maybe you're having premonitions. Maybe you hear stuff. Maybe you smell stuff. Maybe you taste stuff. Maybe you're feeling stuff. Maybe you're getting little taps and pulses, and maybe your ancestors are wishing in your ear. Maybe you are seeing your ancestors or channeling entities. I was channeling a message from a higher collective consciousness earlier, and I literally got possessed to the point where I was speaking on the behalf of somebody else, talking about myself in the third fucking person. And I wasn't even fucking here for it. I was like sitting across my room watching myself do this shit. And if you think that I didn't need to have, look, you need to be the leader that you wish you had. But there are people around you that are willing to help. That is the thing, is that you do not need, you have those people around you. In some way, shape, or form, you have those people. So please utilize them. And I have a feeling that they're there, and they're probably more than willing and ready to extend that to you because they understand what it's like, because they've been there, I can't read for energy I haven't walked through myself, man. No one can. That's the thing. I can't teach you how to tie my shoes until I've tied my shoes. And to a 2-year-old, you're like, I don't know if I can, what do you mean tie shoes? What is a shoe? And to a 30-year-old, you're like, tying my shoes, I can do it with my eyes closed. Same thing. Everyone's in a different place in their journey. Nothing is linear. Healing takes time. Some people, they're little tar balls. Some people, they reincarnate 1,000,000 times with the same gunk of tar. Some people, they aren't even from this realm. Those are star seeds, and they come back and they're like, I don't have any of this. Let me just dish out this light. But then they'll have to go through stuff too, because they already know how to deal with it, so they have to go with a little bit more. I don't know where you're at. You could be a starseed. You could be finding out your starseed fully integrated. Ooh, you got a journey ahead of you, and you know somebody. Change of perspective. That's changed your mind and caused you to have more patience before you speak. Think before you speak. Oh, your mind. Mind over matter doesn't matter to any of us. Cage the elephant. Elephants are removal of obstacles, and they also represent Ganesh and the feminine, divine feminine. Okay, so there's an indication here that I need to tell you this. Your thoughts are electric, and your heart is magnetic. Your mind creates your reality. So whatever, and we have magnetic fields. It comes from our heart, is the stem. So if you want to magnetize something, you have to send the energy out your heart center and also through your mind. You have to think and manifest. what you want in your heart, you need to speak it and you need to think it, and then it will magnetize back through the grounded reality up your chakras and then back out. And that's why we have to experience such this little roller coaster when we're getting rid of recycling things that no longer serve us, but then we recycle them, and then they're recycled, and then we pick new, happier, fluffier things to go in between, and then we think, and that's electric, and then we want and we magnetize because we have faith in the universe to take care of the details, and we work towards it. And when we want something and we're working towards it and we're not getting it, we need to not do anything and it will come. And if you are waiting for something to come and it's not happening and it's meant for you, then you need to act towards it. And then again, you need to reassess from a higher perspective why you're manifesting what you want to manifest, so that you can really know where your intention is coming from. Because a lot of times you want a feeling or you want something to do with one of the chakras, but when these energy centers are clear and then you decide that you want something or you want to do something or you want something magnetized towards you, that is when you use the law of attraction. Other than that, things will get stuck, and they'll still come to you, but they'll come like as they can. If you have a little blockage right here, they'll be like, and then this thing will come up and out, and then you'll lose something in your life, or something crazy will happen, and then you'll need to process it, and then you'll be like, oh my god, well that thing was never going to come, and then it'll just show up, and you'll be like, what? But why? And then you'll be like, do I even want that? Does that resonate with my energy anymore? And that's the thing, is things will keep recycling, or they'll show up in the way that you need, not the way that you want, or you'll get exactly what you want, and it'll be after you release what doesn't serve you, because you're a blessing magnet and you have eyes like a hawk, so you have your eyes on things. It's like you see what's happening and you're moving towards it. And then I just want to say again, money coming your way. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever this is that you just released something huge, and it's going to be replaced with something like 8 times bigger, infinitely bigger. Also, whatever this is, you're kind of getting an inkling about. Whatever you're like, should I move towards this? Does this make me really happy? Should I just like spiritual something, create something? Whatever. Wands is creativity, it's spirituality, it's sensuality, it's fire. So whatever has to do with that, and also makes you emotionally fulfilled and strengthens your intuition, and you're like, should I go towards this? Yes, that is your money. That right there is your Midas touch. That is your diamond in the rough. That is your gold nugget. So keep your eyes open, eyes on the prize, baby, and hold the space, because if you release stuff and then you let things in to replace it, you're not going to have room for the bigger manifestations. So sometimes it's hard to hold space, but do it. This is where you're spending time alone. This is where you're spending time going within. This is where you're drinking more water. This is where you're taking a little better care of your body. This is where you're taking time to meditate and raising your vibration, because that way you can create a clearer channel, your manifestations come quicker, and you don't have to hold the space as long, and you're not like trying to hold it. You can just be like, I want, and then it goes whoop, okay, because your intention is clear, your channels are clear. See what I'm saying? All right, group 3. This one was long. Oh, circulation. And that's exactly how your circulation works. Your heart goes boop, 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 and then your body goes, okay. And then you have a physical reaction to an external environment, hot, cold, for example, stress, and then it goes, or whatever. Same thing. Law of attraction. Think of it like your blood. Follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Okay. I'm done with the puns and the songs and the extra long reading for you guys. I love you so much. I really hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, group 3. I'm so excited for you. You got some fun, exciting things coming up, and I feel like you intuitively know this, but I feel like your brain is like, you're still scratching your brain a little bit, but like you're not because you know. Oh my god, you already know who to ask. You already know what to do. You already know who to ask. Okay, and then also, if you're a little bit shy or a little bit timid, you can always shoot me like an email, or I deleted my social media, but you can find me somewhere, and I'll answer your questions too, at the very least. I will make myself available to you if you need it. I love you so much, group 3. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this gorgeous realm. Good luck, and I love you. Thank you again for being here. Namaste.